Hey, have you ever wanted to go on a grand adventure? Just like those old Pokemon games, where a 10-year-old boy gets to travel around the region with his partner, exploring new things, achieving heights you can only imagine. That's me. I'm that guy. I've always wanted to go on my own adventure. And when the time came, the journey just wouldn't stop. The road ahead kept going on and on. Every goal I achieved, every dream I had, feels like the end just wouldn't come. And yet, I just can't stop pushing ahead. And now, I get to share that adventure with you. Hey guys, my name is Ivan Reyna, aka Gladshark, and welcome to Dayo from Baguio.
Everyone. It's 2:30 a.m. here in Baguio City. It's about 16 to 17 degrees, so it's pretty cold weather. We are on our way to the bus station because we're traveling to Manila for the Ultra Ball League tournaments. So we need to get there by 10 a.m. because the registration starts then. And yeah, so nasa bus station na tayo guys. Naghihintay lang tayo ng bus schedule and we'll be boarding the Cubao bound bus, and hopefully by 7 or 8 a.m. nandun na tayo. So I'll be sleeping along the way. Yeah, yun na yung tulog ko for the day. 651 pesos. Unfortunately, na-miss natin yung 2:40 bus. Means we'll be waiting until 3:20 for the next boarding. Pero okay lang. Usually I arrive in Manila like 2 hours early. And for situations like this, I leave home very early para makahabol. So piliin natin yung best seats somewhere na window. So nakababa na tayo ng bus. It's 8:10 a.m. Bit of a longer trip than usual. So we got like 4 hours of sleep, I think, which is okay na rin. And we're going to the venue now. 2 hours before the mall opens. So hanap muna tayo ng mga kainan. Mag-grab na tayo doon. Nandito tayo sa Jollibee ngayon for breakfast. Time check, 9 o'clock. 1 hour before the tournament registration. So, mag-quick breakfast muna tayo for now. Kasi sa mga events na to, walang lunch breaks. So, kung ano yung kinain mo, uh, yun na yung energy mo for the day. Usually, may short break around round 4 or round 5. Pero, syempre, it's better to be prepared. Yeah. So, we'll have a big breakfast and hopefully mak-sneak tayo ng snacks in between rounds. Pero I'm not betting on it. X3 drop, guys.
The tournament kicks off, and fortunately, I don't need to play the first round. Winning a Great Ball League challenge meant that I was rewarded a round 1 bye. Using this advantage, I used the time I earned by relentlessly moving around the tournament venue, checking as many tables as I can, and studying which decks were popular and which decks were used by the biggest names in the tournament. This information helped me form an idea on how to play my upcoming matches, making game plans in advance rather than thinking on the spot, helping with any issues with time restraints on a best of 1 setting. Once I've gathered enough information, it was time to play the tournament for real. In my first match of the tournament, I got paired against Dragapult Dustnor. I had a solid game plan against this deck, one that I practiced a dozen times. Unfortunately for me, my opponent played really well against it. He made sure to get rid of any threats on the board, including my Grimmsnarls and Frostlass. When it came down to the war, I found a very tight win condition involving Moltres taking down the last 2 prize guards against my opponent's Latias EX. My third round had me paired against Terrabox, a matchup I'm heavily favored against. This is because I included cards like Shaman and Moltres to make sure the prize trade is always in my favor. In the end, I managed to find a clarified endgame to give me my third win of the tournament. In my fourth round, I was up against Lopani Bomb, a match I won, but without first getting into an altercation with my opponent. We had a heated debate in front of the judge regarding attack declarations and damage counters. However, the judge sided with my ruling, essentially awarding me the means to finish the game. Despite the win, I want to acknowledge my part in contributing to the misunderstanding that led to this scenario. Once the dust settled, the tournament organizers announced that there will be a short break. My friends and I, after being beaten down for 4 rounds, went to the food court and recharged our energy. We reviewed what went down so far and exchanged information so that anyone who's still in the running had a better idea on how to proceed with their matches. We returned to the tournament venue, extremely recharged and ready to take on the future matches. Once round 5 started, I got paired against Raging Bolt. This matchup can be very tricky, so it was lucky for me that my opponent prized very badly and drew even worse, so I took my 5th win of the day. My 6th round didn't come as a surprise. I knew I was facing against Grimmsnarl. In a mirror match, anything can go wrong. So I was devastated when my opponent won the coin flip and chose to go second. But as fortune would dictate, my opponent would draw very badly the entire game, allowing me to sail through the game without a problem. When the 6th round concluded, I knew there was a chance for the tournament to be cut short, ending in 7 rounds. You see, in the Philippine Ultra Ball Leagues, the tournament ends when there is only 1 player remaining with a 0 loss record. With 3 players remaining at a 0 loss record, there was a high chance it would be over. Among those three players was Carlo Neria, an opponent I didn't really want to face. He is currently the rank 1 player in the Philippines and my only loss in the Ultra Ball League in Pampanga. On the other hand, there was Aaron Valentona, who was quite accomplished in his own right and was actually among the top 16 players ranked in the country. Being the only remaining Dragapult trainer who is undefeated, I knew he must have faced at least two other Grimmsnarl players in the tournament. He had his game plan locked up, and that, in itself, is terrifying. If I had to choose which opponent I would rather play against, it would be Dragapult. This matchup allowed me more agency in how I played the game, and after dozens of games playing against every kind of Dragapult list, I knew I had the highest chance of taking the championships if I could just beat this Dragapult player. And as fate would have it, I was up against Aaron Valentona. Once we sat on that table, every single scenario came rushing into my head. And in between those thoughts was the hope. The hope that I could finally win my championship. While waiting for the round to start, I felt very excited. The entire time I was thinking about what would happen if Carlo lost. Would the champion be crowned? Would that person be me? I hoped so. I dreamed it would happen. All that time, I was praying for Carlo to lose, so the round would end, and the chance for me to be the champion would come close. On the other hand, I saw the pressure was getting to Aaron Valentona, especially since he had to face another Grimmsnarl player. And that's when I thought, have you ever been so close to winning that you thought to yourself, it's going to be my time? Then you see everyone around you get their time, but you're still here, waiting, working hard, and hoping that your time will come too. You watch all these people around you winning, achieving their goals, and sometimes you feel so left behind. Doubts start filling your head with thoughts that maybe your time won't come. Working so hard and yet falling short at the very last moment. Realizing that you dropped the ball once again. And yet here I am again, at the doorstep towards the goal I'm working so hard to achieve, with a perfectly good starting hand that should let me win the game. And so the judge tells us to start. The game begins, the match plays out, then the match ends. Carlo loses on the table beside us. So the tournament has ended, and the champion is crowned. But it's not me.
So judging from how this video went so far, you probably know the result. If you were one of the people who were at the event, then you know what happened. But yeah, we got second. Not quite the champion, but it's a result I'm very proud of.
In the end, I lost to Aaron Valentona. Not because I lost the coin flip or drew badly or my prizes were terrible. I lost because his game plan was better than mine. I lost because he played better. And that hurts because you have nothing to blame, no excuses to give. It was just your own shortcoming. I wasn't the best player today, but that's okay. It just means it's not yet my time. I'll try again because the only thing I can do from here is to keep pushing, keep fighting, and keep proving I'm there. For now, I achieved the milestone, and I won't let anyone take that away. So, here I am, the second placer, and my journey continues until we meet again.